Check, 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 check. Evening, guys. Welcome to another HOR Season 12. We are at round 11, I believe, for the French Grand Prix. Short qualifying and 27 laps. Hopefully my signal and the stream will stay up today. I've had a few issues with power cuts, but we're on now, so we'll try and get most of this. I need to check everything. I'm very late today. There's 15 drivers so far. It's nice to see Chris here as well. I think Jensen joined last week as a full driver as well. I will grab the table while people are waiting to ready up. I'm miles away here we go. It was an interesting race around here Monday, actually. It was a lot more spread out than I thought it would be. The lack of safety cars here isn't... Well, it makes for an interesting race. I mean, some of these guys usually sit within each other in a little train, especially top 5 or 6, and then a gap back to the rest of them, so... Rob needs a better start today as well. I'll keep an eye on his start. I think he just messed up a bit. I think he only lost about 7 places. It wasn't his worst. Evening, Rob. Just talking about him. Good luck tonight, buddy. He had a decent-ish race when he got going. Last week. Last week, Jensen was second. Who else was on the podium? Clarkey got a podium. He was driver of the day, actually, from comms. He did very well in both the sprint and the feature race at Australia, sorry. And Macho won that. Macho hadn't got any points for 4 races, so it's good that he's got some points back. He's a long way behind, though. I mean, MedTC leads the championship on 239. Jensen's 40 points behind on 199. David Enchu's still doing all right there in third, 172. Mr. Rage, 155. Smalley's on 128. Zero is on 119, but has missed the last 2 races. Keke is on 118, but has missed the last 4, so... I think are they here today? I don't know. I can't see Eve. Zero's here. That's good. Hopefully he'll get some points today. I think GFO G-Max is one to watch as well. Been in now, I think, 2 or 3 weeks, but definitely has the pace to sit with the guys at the front. It's nice to see some dry weather as well. I think their last race, it was full wets for the whole thing. What was for dinner? Do you know, I can't even remember. It was a good 2 hours ago, Stephen. My brain doesn't function very well. Gentex, anyway, is in 8th. He's on 116, only 2 behind them. Clarkey... There's 3 podiums this season, actually, and a 4th, but he finds himself down in 9th with 109 points. Pelly's on 104, Rob's on 99. He's got a podium, actually. He retired in, I believe, the sprint, but he's finished every race. He's in front of Macho by 8 points. Macho's in 11th. GFO G-Max has only actually raced 4 times, 1 podium. He's on 87 points, so... definitely going to move up. Where's Chris? Chris is down in 21st. He's on 43. He's only finished 3 races this season. All top 10s though, so good luck to everyone and him. I will flick to someone. Do you know, Stephen, I will get to your question soon. I will just find First person out on track. Probably Jensen. Jensen's close to 30. Yeah, he's there. I think we had some pork actually, a bit of potatoes and carrot peas. No, I didn't. That was yesterday. I had shepherd's pie today, or cottage pie actually. Had some carrot and peas in it. I had a bit of sweet corn with mine. It was quite nice. See how Jensen gets on anyway. Like I said, he's become a full-time driver now, so he will be trying to catch up. He's only 40 points behind. That's 2 races in a way if there's a bad drive from Med at all anywhere. Jensen will be within a race of his. We'll see how he gets on anyway. Red Bull coming out the pit shouldn't get in the way unless that's Med. He's trying to put him off his lap. It seemed like he went a little bit deep into turn 1. It kind of compromised his exit on 2, but let off slightly. Into sector 1 did look very good though. Nice bit of traction coming out of that hill as well. No, but not tonight. That Red Bull did not want to give him any turret, probably telly. Yeah, it is. No beans, Stephen. Not every night. Into sector 2 looked pretty good from Jensen as well there at the chicane. See how he gets on in this long right-hander into the left. Very tight on the curb there. Almost looked like that he was fully off, but and again there. This looks like a decent lap from Jensen here. I think he made 1, maybe 2 mistakes in the first sector, but I'll turn it down. Cool, it's already on. Check, check. That's kind of better. If that's better, let me know. Jensen did a 130.2 there. That's still a bit loud, isn't it? Hold on. That might be better now. I had to check. I had the wrong thing in. I was trying to change. There we go. I had to change the other setting, party setting. Get rid of that. Right. Jensen had done a 130.2. Smalley's done a 130.4. So's Med TC in third there. Liam's done a 130.4 as well. Just. Zero's in a 130.5. These times are very, very close. Chris has done a 130.5 there as well. Timo, who I believe this could be his first race, he's on a 130.8. Rob's done a 131.2. That's not far off, to be fair. Only a second off Jensen for his first lap. He'll be pretty happy with that. Chris is another second behind Rob, so probably just getting a little bit of practice as well. We'll flip to someone who is actually on a lap. GFO G-Max does a 130.7. He slots himself there in 8th. See how Chubby Slug's getting on. Paul, my hero, my lover. Hold on, who's Liam? Oh, I'm going to get so confused. Chubby Slug's going to do a decent time. It'll be on a 130 as well. Or 131.1, just outside. He puts himself in 10th, just in front of Rob. It's not a bad time from him as well, first lap out. Oh, you used to drive in the Mercedes? Yeah, now I know who you are, that's fine. So Liam used to be in the Mercedes last season, I believe. And he's now back racing with us, which is pretty good. I think he had a bit of pace last season as well. JMTX is on an invalidated lap, so we'll flip to someone else who's starting. Pelly's going to pit as well, so we'll see if GFO's going to start another lap. One sec, guys. I'm trying to find someone who's actually out on track here. Right then, ignore that. Zero will be the next one to do a lap. I'm just going to change one more thing on the audio and then we'll be sorted for the rest of the night. There we go. Right. No, it's not Zero, it's his teammate. Is that David Enchu's out on the first lap? Here we go. See how he can get on. See if he can get into the 134 area, 137. Still gives him top 8, but everyone's there. There's only 3 tenths between them at the moment, from 2nd to 8th. He left flag sector 3, if someone's slowing me down, I believe. Oh, he goes... No. It's going to do that again. He didn't drive off track. We'll change the view. Hopefully it does not do this tonight. We had a few issues last time where cars were diving places which they weren't actually going to, so... And I missed this sector one time anyway. We'll catch the end of the sector 2 though. The lap looks pretty decent. It's a 50.3 through sector 2. Hopefully I won't have to change my camera too much during the race if it flicks out. David Entry did go around there. That wasn't lag, so he won't be finishing his lap. We'll see how Adam gets on. He's coming into the last sector here. See if he can get up into the 131s as well, or 130 would be nice from him. Adam's going around as well in that last sector, so a few cars having a few issues there. We'll try and catch someone who's near the end of their lap. Michelando's near the end of his. There is a Red Bull in front of him. I believe that might be Med TC, so I'll keep an eye on his time. I think he's just dived in the pits actually. Slightly a bit wide into that last corner, didn't catch the apex, but I think he's going to improve here. He made 4 tenths up, he's in the 131.8. Where's the other Red Bull? Because I think that's Pelly. I think Jensen's just done a 129.8. He's increased his lead there by another 4 tenths on just himself. He's 6 tenths in front of Smalley now. Smalley's moved up to 2nd, I believe, as well. We'll see if Pelly can improve on his lap. There is a Mercedes coming into the last sector. That might actually be Chris. No, Chris, just like... Chris is slightly improved. I think his teammate actually, Smalley's just about to come and finish his lap. He's up by a tenth through sectors 1 and 2. Coming to line, he has found another tenth and a half, so he's moved up into 1:30.0. If I got closer to Jensen, there's only 2/10 between them now. We'll see how Pelly's getting on, because he's done a very good lap there first out. See if he can get down into a 1:29. I think a few people will with 6 minutes left though. Pelly hasn't found any time as of yet. Zero's on an invalidated run. GFOG Max is going somewhere else. Let's see if Timo's going to box. We'll stay on with Pelly as he comes through this last sector then. He wasn't up by too much, it was only half a second, but he's just invalidated it there as well on that corner, and he dives into the pit. See if Chris has found any time coming into the last sector as well. A few cars having a few issues with the invalidation of laps as well. Chris is going to box. GFOG Max is on one as well, so MedTC might be on a lap here. I believe he is, yes. Or he's going on to it. I think he's going on to a lap actually, because he's not using any ERS here. See if he can improve anyway. He needs to find at least, if he finds 6/10, he'll be on provisional first. I'm not sure if he's going to have enough time to do another run after this either. Sector 1 did look very nice there. He's up by half a tenth, just over half a tenth at the moment. He's got to find at least another 4 to move up. There's Liam. Is Liam just finishing a lap there? 1:30.4. I think he's going on to one. We'll catch him on his next one. Mr. Rage is on the lap. MedTC's up by a tenth and a half. He still needs to find, well, at least 3. If he can find half a second in this last sector, he'll be on point with Jensen. Guys use the width of this track as much as they can. Don't know if he got a little bit too much curb there. Possibly might have slowed him down, but it will be a 1:30.2. He didn't find that much time in that last sector. He's still 2/10 off Smalley there. I think Zero's coming into, and he's on an invalidated lap. Is that Adam finishing his lap off? No, he's going to box. We'll see where Liam's at. He's 2.5 tenths up. That puts him just behind Med at the moment. He'll be only moving up 1 place, but if he can find a little bit more time, he'll be on provisional 3rd here. Didn't take anywhere near as much curb as Med did. Might have found a bit of time that way. Not in the 1:29, but it is a 1:30.1. He has put himself 3rd for now. Just in front of Med there by half a tenth. Chris Allen is just about to start a lap. We'll go with Chris. We'll see if he can improve. He needs to find at least a half a second if he wants to get on the front row. If he can find 3/10 though, he'll be on the second row with about 30 seconds left after his lap, so definitely put pressure on other people. These guys take that second curb like it's that easy. I daren't touch it when I come around here. TC has finished quali, that's in the pit, which means he's not going to get another run in at all. He shouldn't lose too many places. He might lose a few though. I can see a couple of guys at least finding 3 or 4 tenths up to 10th position. So he might be safe from a few of them. There's a lot of cars out on the track though. Pretty much everyone apart from Med. Looks like a nice line there from Chris, going through sector 3. Liam's retired from the session, so he's at the moment in third at 1:30.1. See if some of these guys probably will get down to that. Chris being one of them, and he's gone off the same place Adam did, off that second last curb. Who's that? Is that a Red Bull? Is that Pelly coming into the end? No. He's just about to start a lap. Jensen's Jensen's up by a tenth going through sector 1. We will come back to him, see how everyone else is getting on. David Enchu is in sector 1 as well. Rob's in front of him. His teammate actually is just about to start a lap, so we'll see how Rob gets on, then Chris here. Rob's starting a lap. I don't think he'll have time actually. Rob won't have time to improve his lap. Neither will Chubby Slug. This is his last one. He's up by 2 tenths. Won't move him anywhere at the moment, but he's found a little bit more. He's just slotted himself in front of Rage there quickly. Chris is up by a tenth here as well, so he needs to find 6 to at least move up, but he's in the 1:31.8 as well. Jantex is on an invalidation. One of the Ferraris is coming into the end as well. GFO G-Max is up by a tenth and a half. We'll move him in front of Chris and possibly Zayra Air. We'll move him up. He might even squeeze in front of Pelly here. Jensen's done a 1:29.6. And GFO G-Max didn't find as much time as he could have in that last sector at all, actually. I don't think Chris is on another run. Ferrari in front of him is only up by, it's actually down slightly. Pelly coming to the line, is he up? He needs to find at least 2.5 tenths to move up. 1:30.3, I think he moved up there, but he couldn't get in front of anyone. Timo was a tenth and a half. I don't think they're going to improve on their time. No, they won't. See where Adam can slot himself, if he can put up a decent lap here. 1:30 point something, 1:31, 1:32.3. No, it's a bit back. He'll be alright with that. He'll come up with some strange strategy here to grab a top 10 somehow. Yeah, just a little bit, Rob. You missed out by about 3-4 seconds there. But everyone's very close. I mean, Jensen, yeah, he kept improving his lap, but I think some of the others, they're all within, I think most of the grid's within a second, actually. From second down to, well, 13th where Rob is, yeah. So 11 cars. He'll only lose 3 places off the start. Maybe 2. Adam might have sorted his starts out now. So yeah, you might lose 3. That's less than half of yesterday. So yeah, Jantex couldn't improve his lap. He went wide, so done that one and the next one in as well. I will call out the grid during the race. I think formation lap off, so it's going to be actually quite hard to do that as well. I knew Jensen was on pole. In fact, if I go back on here a bit, Jensen was first, Smalley second, Liam's third, Med TC was fourth, Pelly fifth, Zero sixth, Chris Ellen seventh, Mr. Rage eighth, GFO G-Max was 9th, Timo was 10th, Chubby Slug 11th, David Enchu 12th, Rob Wills was 13th, Michelando 14th, JNTX 15th, and OTL Dixie was 16th. It looks very dark out there. I don't know if it's just about to rain or if it's going to go sunny, but it does look very, very cloudy. Could make for a little bit of an interesting race, this. I do think formation lap is off, so when we get to it, I will try and flick everything on as quickly as possible. It was a good lap there from Jensen anyway. I think he was a good six tenths in front, so definitely trying to move up onto Med here. I think Med was third, so he's only the row behind. You want to try and keep with him as much as possible. I think there will be a train formed here. Looking at some of the quali times, though, we're going soon, guys, in 25 seconds. But I think there'll be a couple of trains here. I think there'll be a front, maybe 3 or 4. Pelly had a very good lap. I think he might be able to keep with these guys if he can keep his car pretty steady for a couple of laps and not get caught up in anything. I think he'll do half decent here. I know Stephen's rooting for him, so good luck to everyone. 1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're away. And it looked like everyone got off the start okay. There was I think it was Timo who bogged down quite a bit there. McLaren trying to get up the inside of 1. I think Chris had Smalley who lost a place. Liam's had a very good start there. I think he's moved up 3 or 4 places already. He's moved up 1 place. Zero's the one who's moved up 2, actually. Someone's dropped out back there. I think that's Rob. Pelly's had an incident. Pelly's going around, yellow flag, but we're at go again, so he's lost out on a lot of places there. He took out a cone as well by accident. JNTX has got past Michelando there. We'll go to the front, see if anyone's made any moves. Smalley's the closest one to the McLaren. He's already, Liam's already dropped off 9 tenths. There's a yellow flag in sector 1, 2 and 3. And Mr. Rage is out. Mr. Rage is going round, coming out of the first sector. Breathe and relax. 2 seconds, guys. I knew this was going to happen at some point. I don't understand why it does this, though. There was a yellow flag in sector 1, 2 and 3. Mr. Rage did DNF. Pelly will be able to catch back up. I don't know if it was a safety car or if it was just a VSC. And if it was a VSC, hopefully it's still out. Very, very strange why it does this. Still a yellow flag in sector 1, 2 and 3. I do not see a safety car, which means we're still in a virtual. So Liam moved up 1 place there. I think Chris moved up a couple as well. We'll flick onto those details. We'll see what tyre everyone's on. Everyone's on a hard, apart from Adam's on a medium. Interesting call there from Adam. Maybe he just wants to box and get out the way when he can have some clean air. No one's got penalty yet. I wouldn't think they would. It's only lap 2. VSC has ended. We are go. Jensen he's already broken the DRS when it comes on next lap. Smalley is in 3rd here. He's lost a place there to Liam off the start. Zero moved up 2. MedTC's down 1. He lost that place to Zero as well. David Enchu's up 6. He had a brilliant start. Got past a few cars there, obviously, and before the VSC come out. So he must have had a very good turn 1, 2 and 3. I think Smalley's making a move there on Liam. Liam just sits in behind. Stephen, don't blame yourself. It happens. So Smalley's taking that position back. There's something happened with one of the Ferraris has gone round. That's Timo. He's now moved to the back. The yellow flag has gone as well. A few people are already dropping off. I think I'm not. Is that Adam's dropping off by 2.7 seconds already? So he'll need to catch up. One of the I think is that Chris White. Yeah, Michelando's slightly dropped back away as well, but all chance to catch back up. DRS is enabled this lap. Jensen's doing a fastest lap things at the moment. Smalley's keeping with his time though. Smalley got past Liam there, and he's kept within that kind of 1.3, 1.5. We'll see if anyone can make a move, depending on their wings here. Timo's box, so he's going to come off of. He was on hard tyre. He's put the soft on, probably trying to go soft medium, probably soft hard. JNTEX has moved up 6 as well. GFOG Max is in 8th at the moment. He's moved up 1. JNTEX is up 6. That's not a bad start from him. He must have a very good start as well. Michelando's up 4. It's a good start from Chris there. I know he does have good starts, but he's got Matman all over the back of him. Liam is slightly falling away from Smalley here. He's going to possibly be in a bit of trouble there. Michelando there. Matman did swap places. But already you can see a massive gap back there to Adam and his teammate Rob. And Pelly's all over the back of these as well. Jensen's still slightly pulling away from Smalley now, a couple of tenths in that last lap. Liam is still within DRS though, 134.2. I wonder if I can... He's only running a tenth at the moment. Jensen's running a tenth faster than Smalley at the moment, 134.2. Liam and everyone else is down on a 134.6, back to a 135 as well. So Jensen's definitely trying to push away here. Smalley almost broke DRS of Liam there. I believe Liam does have DRS, he does. I think everyone's still on the hards apart from Adam's boxed. Something happened with Adam, so Adam's had to box. He's gone to the soft compounds as well. Those guys are going to have to box again, which isn't going to help. Like I said, without safety car, this is very rarely a safety car here. The track's so wide, the runoff's massive. If you lose it in spin, it's only really in that first corner where there's walls and where you could actually DNF. Last corner even, not first. Liam's doing alright though to keep up with Smalley here. Smalley's pretty much matched Jensen's last time as well. Zero's just sitting in behind. Liam's doing alright for ERS though, he's on 40 odd percent, and the others, Zero and Med's doing very well actually, he's on 70. Zero in between these guys is only on 21, he runs slightly wide there. Chris has just fallen off the back of these, but I think he'll catch back up within DRS. David Enchu's almost lost DRS behind him. There's a yellow flag in sector 3, I believe that's Adam. Adam's going round. He's had an issue there. He's in the mix, but MedTC had a very good drive out of that last corner. He might actually have him if he's got a bit more speed here. He will do. He's going to fly around the inside of him. Zero got a bad exit off that. It might help Chris actually try and get back within DRS. Don't think anyone else was close enough to really make a move. Chris is kind of, the other Chris, Michelando, he's in kind of no man's land. He's just fallen off a chubby slug there, but he's got Rob Wills slightly hunting him down behind. He's doing very well to keep Pelly behind him as well, so See if anyone can make a move into this first DRS straight. It's not really that big. It's not very long. The corner exit that you get out of the last corner, it's very hard to even get an overtake down there. Although Smalley, I think he went a bit deep into turn one. It didn't compromise him too much. Med's keeping within that DRS zone as well with Liam, so he's going to be alright on Zero behind him. Jensen at the moment though, he's kind of dominating this. He's pulled away by another couple of 3/10 in that lap, so the more that go on behind, it's going to just help him pull away. I don't think Liam will be close enough here to make a move. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. That is Adam, I believe. Chris has broken DRS of David Enchu here, which is very good. He's also caught up 4/10 onto Zero. Adam's just DNF'd in the pits. Yeah, so Chris Allen's making a few moves here. GFO G-Max started okay, he's up 1. He's just sitting within that DRS zone of David Enchu. Probably will want to make a move though at some point over the next couple of laps, see if he can get onto the back of Chris. Gentex is, he's out of the DRS, but he's got Chubby Slug all over the back of him. He had a great race on Monday, did Chubby round here, so I'm surprised. Well, he's within a good couple of seconds of those guys in front. I don't think Adam's car's going to be a problem going into turn 1 for anyone. It kind of made a few people go wide. I don't know if it's going to cause Chris to dive out the way. I don't know if he's going to get he got a warning for that. I believe one of them should come off. But Adam's car is causing havoc. Did Rob box there? He may have missed a stoppage from Rob. No, he didn't box. Pelly's in front of him by 1.4 seconds. I don't know if he had a little bit of an incident there. Jensen's still making moves. He might have got a warning for that though. It looks slightly over, but he keeps it so close to the outsides of the track. It's immense. MedTC might be making a move here on Liam. Liam's gone defensive on the inside. I don't think Med can do much. He's going to try and make a dive up the inside of him now. It would be a great move if he can. Just couldn't get the power down. He had to give Liam there a bit more room. But this is helping Chris and Zero. I mean, Zero's still sitting on the back of these guys, 8/10, so it's not too bad. He's dead in the ERS zone. He's got 8%. Chris is down to 20. MedTC's doing pretty well. He's on 41. Liam's on 33. Smalley's only on 16, but he's having to defend at the moment. Jensen's sitting there on 36%. I think he'll be happy that he can just kind of save a bit here and only use it when he needs to. These guys are slightly pulled away from Chris a little bit there. The problem is when Chris doesn't have DRS and the other guys do, if no one makes a move, it does pull them away from him by a good 3/4 going up this straight. Adam's left the session. I don't think anyone's really close enough to make any moves here. They all get such a great... In fact, DFO G-Max has just come up the inside of David Enchu there. Made it stick. OTL, Chubby Slug and JNTEX are going side by side. Chubby did just go slightly off track there. I think Jay will get a better run than him. Chubby is not going to make this easy at all. They're going to go side by side into this right-hander. I will stay on with them. Is Chubby going to try and move back on the inside? Yes, he is. Still side by side, these two, as they go into the left-handed Matman's going to try and stick one around the outside, but it's not an easy place to overtake there at all. Chris has just picked up the first time penalty of this evening. 3 seconds there. I believe one of his warnings needs to come off though. That was definitely Adam's car's doing. In fact, saying that no one could make a move into turn 1, I think Matman will be trying to make a move here into turn 1. He's going to have to try and hold Jay off though. He's coming back at him straight away. It's brilliant racing from these two, just constantly swapping positions. I don't even think they've touched yet. Jay's still on the outside. Matman's going to have to go very deep there. I think Jay might be the one with DRS. Oh no, Matman's going to get the DRS here as well. We'll move slightly forward just to see if anyone made a move. No one made a move forward. We'll stay on with these two because these two have literally just gone side by side for the whole of the last lap. Chubby Slug gets a better exit out of that corner this time. Jay will not be able to close in on him. And they're both very low on that. Oh, Jay is closing in on him. I don't know if he can make a move here, but he's going to try and sling one around the outside. Oh, there's contact. I think it was okay. They kind of just bounced off of each other. Liam's very, very close to Smalley here going into the first sector. We'll just switch over. I don't think that Liam is going to make a move here. You can see Rob's just got past Michelando there. Liam is not going to make a move. He's just sat in behind. We'll go back to this battle though. Matman has held Jantex within that. He's got past him and he's held the first DRS zone anyway. As Liam has just been overtaken there by MedTC. Don't know if he must have had an issue there. He looked slightly slow. I don't know if he's got any damage, but my signal does not like that first sector. Zero's not going to be able to get past him because this train of DRS is just going to have to sit behind him again and wait. Chris, even though he has a penalty here, he's 2.4 in front of GFO G-Max. He's more or less got back into DRS of these guys as well. These guys are out of energy. MedTC's almost flat as well. Jensen's on 40%. Most of these are out. GFO G-Max has 30-odd%. So does David Enshu. Jantex and Matman is still going side by side. It's like the second or third lap in a row here. Chris has got another time penalty there. Jantex has tried to sling one around the outside. I think he's going to make this stick actually. It's going to be a brilliant move. It's a great move from Jay. Matman's still there on the outside though. He's not going to be able to get in front though, so he's going to have to sit in behind, wait for the DRS again. But pretty much 2 or 3 laps of this track, they've been going side by side. Matman will get the DRS, and they're literally just going to they'll probably do the whole race side by side. I think Matman will sit in behind this time, but next straight he's going to definitely get past him again. These two are having a great little battle with each other. Pelly's 4 seconds behind. He had an incident at the start, made him spin round. Rob, I think he's been caught up in something, or he had a spin. Michelando, he was doing okay. And he's got his old wing. I'm not really sure. I don't really know. Timo's just boxed. He was on softs though. He had to come off his softs. He lost his wing early. He's now gone back onto his hards to the end of the race. These guys are still all on their hard tyres. Literally everyone's now on the hards. Chubby Slug picked up a 3-second time penalty there. Battling with Jay is probably course that as well. He's going to try and go up the inside as well. These two are still going side by side. Battle for 9th place here is absolutely brilliant. This is dragging in Pelly though. Pelly is now only 3.7 behind. He was about 5 seconds. See if anyone can make a move down here. These are all still winning this train. Jensen's just pulling away from Smalley, and he's up to 5.5 seconds. I wonder when he'll box. When some of these will box. I mean, I boxed, I think, lap 12. I think it was this lap on Monday I boxed and put the mediums on to go to the end. See if anyone can make a move on Smalley here. It looks like these guys just can't get close enough at the moment. By the time they pulled away from that corner and got onto the DRS, they just can't get the time back. Chris has caught up to this battle though, which is really good, because that will drag him away from GFO GMAX. He has got a 6-second time penalty, which won't help him, but at the moment he's 3.5 away from him. David Enchu's almost within DRS. He's only 1.1 behind there in 8th. JNTEX and Chubby Slug are pretty much driving around together. Pellier's just taken another 7/10 out of them though in the last lap, or in the last 2 sectors actually, so he'll be one to join that fight soon. Chubby Slug does have that 3-second time penalty, but we've still got all the pit stops to go. Everyone decided to go around again. I don't think anyone's boxed. They want to stay on their hards as long as possible. Jay and Matman also come past Chubby Slug, and so did Pelly. We'll sit on with Jensen for a bit. I feel like because he's so far in front, he won't really get any time on here, but it's a dominant drive from him at the moment. We'll flick to Zero. He's just picked up a 3-second time penalty. He's at the... Might help Chris here. If he can pick up another one, they'll be battling for position. So, but they are dragging themselves away from GFO GMAX. But Jensen, like I said, I mean, he's pretty much gained half a second a lap here, every lap. MedTC's made a move on Smalley there on DRS. I don't know if any of these guys can break it though, because by the time they get round the next one, they're all within tenths of each other again. Smalley's not going to let this up anyway. Chubby Slug and JNTEX are going side by side again. Don't want to kind of stick on 2 people too much, but these guys have lit. I mean, they're still going side by side, and they've done it for the last 4 or 5 laps, so great bit of racing from both of these. He's going to have to send another one around the outside. He made it stick last time. Matman's pushed him slightly a bit further. Something's happened here. Someone boxed, or Chris has moved. Chris is boxed. Chris is in the pit. Everyone else went through, so Chris has decided to get off of his mediums. He don't get off of his hards. He does not want to sit in that gap for much longer. Matman and Jay are still going side by side, even around the last corner. And Matman's got DRS. He's going to shove one. Don't know if something happened to Med there. He lost a bit of time. He's lost a couple of seconds there. See where Chris comes out. He's just come out behind Rob. Lots just kind of happened in the last couple of minutes, but yeah, I think MedTC lost out a bit of time there somehow. I think he was battling with Smalley for second. Smalley's just picked up a 3-second time penalty. This is good news for Liam anyway. I mean, he's got Zero around him and Smalley now, both with 3-second time penalties. 7 seconds there behind Jensen. JNTEX and Matman can't leave each other alone on this track. They're just taking each other around. Pelly's actually dropped off of him by 2/10, so he's not made as big a gains as I thought he would. Exactly the same place. This time Matman's going to block him off for going up the outside. He's going to have to try and make a move going up the inside. I think that was pretty clean. The name change, that's Zero, isn't it? I believe, no, Med or Zero, one of the two. Med's in. No, Smalley's in, so is Med. Why isn't it coming up with Pit? There we go. It's because it was on penalties. We'll see where Smalley out first. Smalley was in second. We'll see where he comes out with Chris. Chris might have. I think it'll be very close actually, but they might just come out in front of Rob's boxed. He's come out behind. He's jumped Med. Chris has managed to jump Med. He's just behind Smalley, so he's gained himself probably 2-3 places here, depending on when Zero and Liam also box. They might sit in behind these as well. At the moment, Rob's sitting in between Med. I think Med will get past him pretty early, but he's going to cost him at least two or three tenths coming around these couple of corners. It gives Chris a bit of distance because he's broken DRS now. He doesn't have to worry about that. Rob's straight line speed looks pretty decent as well. He's definitely trying to... Med's going to make a move up the inside. Left each other a nice bit of room there. It was a pretty good overtake. Rob just slightly went off track there. It was a good move there from Med though. He's going to trace. He lost 4.5 tenths there to Chris. Chris does not have DRS though, that is the issue. Liam's just jumped in the box. Zero's going around for another lap. Jensen's still going around as well. Who else just boxed? David Enchu's just boxed, but he's just picked up a 5-second penalty. That is unfortunate. Right, Liam has left. I think Chris is going to jump him here, and I think Smalley is as well. Smalley will jump him. I think Chris might as well. They've come out that last corner, and he hasn't even gotten the accelerator yet. He only just has now. He's come out in between... Yeah, he's come out in between Smalley and Chris. Chris now will have DRS though, that's the good thing. There's a car in between them, he'll get dragged along. MedTC took a tenth, maybe a tenth and a half out of Chris that lap, so it's not too bad if he can stick within that. It just depends on when some of these front runners are going to box, because JN Tex and Mataman are now running 4th and 5th. And Jay has slightly won this battle now. He's almost pulled Mataman out of that DRS. They are getting a lot closer, but Chris has got past Liam there. Chris did have DRS. He shot past Liam, who did not have the DRS on Smalley. Chris needs to try and find that 2.5 tenths to Smalley though, to try and get dragged along now. MedTC is catching up with Liam. He'll be on their tail as well soon. Rob's boxed. He's come out quite a little bit way behind, but he's on that medium compound now. Jensen's going round again, so is Zero. GFO G-Max is going round. JN Tex and Mataman. When will one of these concede? JN Tex is going to box. Went slightly wide there. JN Tex just picked up a 5-second penalty, and so did Mataman. No! Oh dear. Pelly's now moved back up to 4th. He hasn't boxed. Smalley's put fastest lap in there, 1:33.4. He's only just behind Pelly. None of these front 4 have boxed. Jensen has a 27.5, 28-second gap back to Smalley. And Smalley's only been on his tyres for 2 laps, so I don't know if Jensen needs to box this or next lap. Chris got past Jay and Chubby there. I think that's very good, but something happened to... Something's happened to Chris somewhere. Yeah, I know they... No, don't tell me about it. They removed the Singapore from the calendar. I love Singapore. I think it's a great little track. Jensen's boxed. I think he had to. He was getting within Smalley's window here. Another lap, I think Smalley possibly might have got a bit closer. Zero's boxed as well. GFO G-Max has come in and he's received a 5-second penalty. So a lot of these guys have 5 seconds. Smalley's coming into the last corner now. Where's Jensen? He's just only being released from his box. Oh, he was right at the end though. We'll try and see the gaps. Liam's fastest lap now, 1:33.3. All 3 of them got past GFO G-Max. MedTC's got past Zero. Zero's come out in 6th, just behind. Yeah, something happened to Chris there because he's dropped down. I don't know how many years ago that was. Jesus. Singapore, what, last season, Stephen? Probably not. I think Pelly's doing a good job here. He can see his teammates only 2 cars behind him, and his teammate needs DRS. If he can
He probably won't keep Liam behind him down this straight. No chance. I mean, he can give his teammate DRS to try and catch back up for a lap. That would probably help him. Neither of them have penalties, actually. Yeah, my memory's terrible. It's fine. 3 seconds for Smalley, 3 seconds for Zero, 5 for David Enchu, GFO GMAX, JNTEX has 5, Chris has 6. He's all over the back of Jay there. I think he's just about to make a move. Yeah, he's just past Jay. Mattman's slightly behind these guys as well. So Chris has now got in between these guys' fight. Mattman's going to sail one part around the outside of Chris here. I don't think his straight line speed's terribly good. But this is going to help JNTEX if they can try and get DRS off. Yeah, something happened to Chris because he was running, I think, up in 5th or 6th. Or he should have been up within 7th. Liam's putting fastest lap again. He's not making any moves on Smalley though, but he is staying within that 3-second time penalty. There is only about 8 laps left of this. We'll check the tyre. I don't think anyone's... Timo's going to the end on his hards. Pelly still has to box, but his teammate now does have DRS, so it's definitely going to help him going up this straight. He's 1.7 behind Liam. After this straight, I mean, he's probably going to catch up a good couple of 3/10. Chris has picked up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Oh, is that Zero's tried to squeeze in on Pelly as well, and he has. It was a great move there from Zero. He knew he had to kind of try and stay within Med's DRS here. He does have that 3-second time penalty. Everyone else behind him has 5s, 8s and 9s. Chris picked up another one to make it 9. When Pelly boxes, I think he's going to come out in front of Rob. He'll be in 11th. I mean, he could even flick on the soft from here if he wanted to. He's done 18 laps on his hards. Liam is pulling himself away from Med here as well, so... I wonder when Pelly's going to box and what tyre he's going to box with. Stephen, calm down. Jensen's just done a 1:32.1. He's running 1.3 seconds quicker than the next car. 1.2. That's crazy. I know he doesn't have DRS. You want a slushie? Go and get one then from the shop. And brilliant. Liam's not going to get par. I don't think he has to. He can. They're not going to catch Jensen. I think they know this. I think Liam can save a bit of battery. I know he's on 14%. He could save a bit of battery and stay with Smalley. He's going to get second if he does, because Zero behind him has got 3 seconds as well. Just needs to worry about if Med gets past Zero and can close a 2.5 second gap with 7 laps left. 7 laps left. I think Pelly needs to box. He's lost about 1.5 seconds to Med there. And if he wants to come out in 11th and try and at least push, I mean, the guys in front of him all have penalties. The quicker he boxes, the quicker he can kind of catch up. He's got 9.8. There he goes. He's just about to go in the box, slightly wide. As long as he doesn't get a penalty like some of these others. No, he hasn't. Rob, did you pause it to message the group, message the stream? You are 16 seconds off someone and Chris is 9.5 behind you. I do understand that. Chubby and JNTEX again going side by side. Chris is just sitting in behind these. Probably loving watching these two go side by side for most of the track. They're going to take it down into turn 1 as well. Pelly has boxed. He will come out. He's going to be in a good place actually, because if these two keep battling, Chris is going to try and make a move here as well, because he's just going to go 3 wide. Chris almost got squeezed out there, I think. But I think he's okay. GFO GMAX is going to catch up with these guys as well. Liam's not close enough. Chubby's just driven up the inside of Chris there. Now GFO G-Max is within their DRS zone. Pelly's going to be catching up very fast. He's got soft tyres on. If he can catch up to the back of these guys, he's got 7th place because they've all got penalties. Gentex might have broken DRS here for the next lap. Pelly's just picked up a penalty. Oh, I mean, he's okay for the 8s and the 8 and the 9, but the 5 seconds isn't going to be great. We'll sit on with Chubby as these guys are still going side by side. Gentex has now broken DRS if he can maintain the 10th going into the last corner. I think with these two battling, Chris and Chubby here, he's going to be able to get away. I'm chilled. You're having a nice little practice. Chris has a skill issue. He's just enjoying his race. But yeah, Pelly did catch up a second that lap, so he'll be within these guys very, very shortly. Zero moved in front of him. No, Med has stayed behind Zero. The thing is, he's within 2 points. Oh! Liam's got past Smalley there, which brings Zero into play here, which brings MedTC into play here for a potential 3rd. If he can stick with these guys, and Liam can try and stay in front of Smalley. The problem is Smalley's straight line speed compared to Liam's is about 15, 20 mile an hour, it looks like. But then coming through this last sector, you can see Liam just pulls away. Half attempt there. Another 10th there, 10th and a half by the end of that, so it'll be a good battle for these guys towards the end. Jensen's made another 2.5 second gap here on these guys. He's just controlled this race. I mean, he's driving a second faster than anyone else is at the moment. Nicolando there gets some side-by-side time with Timo. I don't think he's going to have the speed to make a move coming back into it. Timo's gone very defensive. And then off track slightly. I don't think Chris is going to be able to make a move there. Yeah, Rob, you're in a chilled place, man. You're 13.9 seconds behind Pelly and you've got a 10-second gap. You don't have a penalty, though. I mean, if some of these guys in front get another one... GFO G-Max is miles off the track. Something might have happened side by side with one of these guys. I mean, you have a chance, actually, if you crack on a little bit here, Rob, for 5 laps, you might even be able to get Chris and Chubby. You need to find about 6 seconds. That might not happen. It depends. This battle keeps going on between Chubby J-Intex and Chris. GOF and G-Max has kind of come off this now. Chris just has to watch these two keep swapping positions at the moment. MedTC is kept within that gap. Slight wheel bang in there, but nothing too mad. Chris is going to try and dart up the inside of Chubby, is he? Mattman had to let off there and Chris has had contact and he stayed with him. It's not too bad. I don't think Rob's getting any closer. Chubby slugs around. 23 laps, 23 laps are literally side by side with people and he's finally gone round. That's not going to help him on this. GFO G-Max, they brought Pelly into this now, who's on that soft. Pelly hasn't got fast lap. Zero might make a move here if he can. This is for position as well with Smalley and Zero. Chris has just picked up another time penalty. Rob, you've just caught up 4 seconds in a corner, so something must have happened in front of you. Oh no, yeah, Chubby Slug lost 5 seconds, that's why. Yellow flag, that is a... That's not Liam, is that Chris? He's gone and boxed anyway. And he's retired. Hopefully his car doesn't do what Adams did at turns There's three laps left. Turns 1 and 2. Liam's in a good place though. He's got no penalties. Chubby Slug's just picked up another 3-second time penalty. At the moment, Rob, you're going to move up 1. Pelly and Chris now are going side by side. This is going to help. It's not going to help Chubby at all, actually. Pelly needs to stay within 2 seconds of both JNTEX and GFO G-Max within the next 3 laps to move up to 7th. That'd be a good effort from him when he was at the back after the first corner. Someone round there. I think Zero's going round. Zero's had an issue there at turn 1 and 2, so he's gone round. I don't know if the car, I don't know if Chris's car caused anything like Adams did, but unless he just got caught on a curb. Anyway, Smalley's going to make a move here. He's going to dart past Liam. MedTC's now up to 4th, so if he can get within DRS of Liam, which he has, this could be for 2nd place here, potentially, between these two. We know Liam's slightly got less straight line speed, but he makes it up in this last sector on Smalley. But with Smalley in front of him, I think he's going to lose a little bit of time here. If Med will have 2 laps at the end of this one to try and get past. So many penalties in front of Rob, it's unbelievable. 3 seconds Zero, 5 seconds David Enchu, 5 seconds. At the moment, yes, Pelly will be moving up 2 places still. Chris won't be losing. Chris won't be losing any because Matt Van's got 11 seconds. We are on to the second from last lap though, and these guys are still within DRS. There's a yellow flag sector 3. That is one. Is that Pelly? Pelly's going round. Chris ran out of fuel, legend. Absolute legend. Pelly went round, so he's now lost out on. He's going to jump. He'll probably jump Chris's place to 9th, but he's going to lose out on 7th here. And MedTC is all over the back of Liam now. He's within 3/10. Going up here, looking at their straight line speed. I mean, he's on. I think Med's about 3 mile an hour, 4 mile an hour quicker. And he's got a lot better run coming out of that corner as well. He's going to go for the inside. They're going to continue it into the right-hander. Liam going to try and go around the outside. He's going to stay with him. But I think, yeah, the place is done. Unless he's going to try and go around the outside, going into the second last corner. It'll give him a good. No, he couldn't just get in on it. He's going to have to sit behind. Med with DRS as well is not going to be an easy person to overtake. You can already see he's on 1. He gets to 201. I think Liam was on about 198, so these might help Smalley on this last lap. Jensen's just running away with this. He's already in sector 2. Smalley's got a 3-second time penalty. Potentially could lose out on 4th now. No, he can't. Zero just picked up 1. He would have potentially lost 1 to Zero, but Zero's just picked up 1 as well. So it's literally just Liam. He's fallen off of the back of Med. He just. Might be his tyres, but it was a great effort from him. He will still end up with a podium though here, so I think he'll be pretty happy. Rob needs to find 9/10 on Chubby to pass him. I don't think anyone's going to make any moves. I don't think anyone can. Through this last sector, they can't anyway, not really. GFO G-Max is going to make a move on JNTEX there. This is for position as well, because they've both got 5-second penalties. That allows Chris to get on the back of these, but it might compromise his position to maybe Chubby. If Chubby can find a little bit of time, they might. Jensen's 1. I've missed Missed the finish. Jensen's that far in front. He's dominated this race. He's won. Smalley will finish second on road, but his 6-second time penalty will drop him to 4th. MedTC will take second. Liam will take 3rd. Zayro's going to take 4th. David Enchu just coming into the last corner. A bit of a lonely race. He's 12 seconds behind. He's got a 10-second gap in front, but I did say the field spread here would be pretty massive with no safety car, and David Enchu got a 5-second unserved penalty. I think he'll be okay with that because GFO G-Max did beat JNTEX to the line for 7th there. And a few people are getting unserved penalties. I'm not sure what for. Chris did move down. Pelly did move up one as well there. Chubby Slug just finished 11th on my screen. Rob will, if he doesn't get a time penalty, move up one as well, because I think that took Mattman to 16. I'm not sure how everything's going to work out towards the end. MedTC driver of the day from the game. My job was made easy today. We'll go through the standings and I'll send some invites out. So Jensen, fastest lap, and first there by a good 12.5 seconds. MedTC was second. Liam was 3rd in the end. So it was a good drive from him. Smalley did well to stay in front, but he lost out to his penalty. He's 4th. Zero's 5th. David Enchu was 6th. GFO G-Max took 7th in the end from JNTEX. So it was a good recovery drive from him. Pelly was 9th in the end. Could have taken 7th, but he had a slight issue. Chris was 10th. Chubby Slug was 11th. Rob then 12th in the end. Timo was 13th. The DNFs were Michelando, OTL Dixinormus, and Mr. Rage. Jensen, Med, and Liam. I shall send some invites out. Pretty good end to the race though between those guys battling for second. I think Liam will be slightly a bit annoyed. He just didn't look like he had the straight line speed today that some of the others did. Where can I find people? There is Jensen. Liam. And Med is there. I don't know if Med can join though. We'll give the guys a couple of minutes to jump in anyway. Jensen joined straight away. That's good. Do you need to jump off at all, Jensen?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. We'll start with you anyway. Absolute dominant quali lap and an absolute dominant race. I mean, there's not really much to say, but congratulations, and there was an absolutely amazing drive from you.
Thank you. Yeah, just fortunate to get away from Liam and Smalley at the start and like the first few laps. And yeah, once I was out of DRS, I was just able to continue put away. I don't know how I found the pace because I was gapping them about half a second a lap.
Your fastest lap was 1.2 seconds quicker than anyone else's, and you didn't have DRS.
I did have DRS. But,
you had DRS.
Yeah, I was going for it there, but yeah, yeah, it was just, I don't know, didn't put anything wrong apart from a couple of warnings, and I couldn't let Timo get the fastest lap at the end. I saw he went out on the softs, so I absolutely pushed the final lap to make sure he didn't start it, but keep the extra points. But yeah.
Yeah, no, good, very, very good effort from you today, and well done on getting first. Obviously a massive, well, it's not too big of a jump up to Med, who's in first in the championship, but you are definitely doing what you need to do to try and catch him.
I mean, yeah, but he's still putting in some consistent results.
Yeah.
Top 4, like every single race from God knows, like the start of the season. So.
Well, he got second today. I think Liam almost got second last lap. I think he got a bad exit out of one of the corners and Med sailed past, but No,
But yeah, if you get
it'll be
if you get
interesting.
second every race, it's like only it will take 5 races
I
to
think
catch
you
you
were
up, so
40
it's still
behind.
quite a few. Yeah,
Yeah, but no, well done,
but yeah,
Jensen.
GG's to Med and Liam at the podium.
I'm not sure Med joined. I think Liam did.
Well, I'm here, so.
All right, buddy.
Hello.
Third place, I guess it was a decent race from you actually. You kind of didn't get a penalty. You didn't really put a foot wrong until Med just went on a mad charge towards the end, and like I said, it was the second last lap. You were struggling to get past Smalley at some points because I think you had more wing. Your straight line speed wasn't as great as theirs, but your last sector you were catching all the time back. I mean, are you annoyed that you lost out to Med in the end, or are you pretty happy still that you got a podium?
Liam, you here?
Oh, was it?
Oh, was it Med that joined?
Yeah, that was
Oh.
Yeah, I thought the question was for Med.
Yeah, that's my fault. I didn't know both of you were here. Okay, well, I guess we'll go with Med then. Second place. Opposite question then. I guess you're a lot happier than. I mean, you come out the pit behind a couple of cars. You had to sail past Pelly as well at some point. But yeah, I guess you're a lot happier than Liam is on that second last lap. You managed to get past him.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the overtake. Like Liam was, well, we had a sort of fight, I'd say. So yeah, that was fun. But it was like shame with the spin because I had to pass the same cars twice, pretty much. So it was Zero, Liam, and Smalley Balls. So yeah.
Yeah, Smalley seemed to have a lot of straight line speed, and
Yeah.
it was quite harder than I thought it would to try and overtake him there.
But yeah, I'll take a second after well, 10 minutes of practice, just doing time trials. You know,
Brilliant.
It's fine.
Brilliant. No,
And
congratulations
Zero
on
fixed me up
second
setup as
place.
well, so I'll thank him for the racing.
Well, you kept your penalties down in the end of the day. That's what got you
Yeah,
second place.
I'm surprised as well.
No, congratulations on second.
Yeah, thanks for the commentary.
That's all right, mate. Liam, I'll take the question to you now. I guess you're not as happy as Med is now for third, but a podium is a podium, I guess. And is this your first race this season back?
First of all, I'm really happy, regardless of if I've
Well, that's
finished
good. There you
with
go.
third and second. No, this was my second race back, but I could discard the first race considering that was a shambles.
There you go then. So you're happy you got third anyway. I guess I was looking at you on board, and I think you were about 4, 5, 6 mile an hour slower than most of the other cars on the straight. But like I said, your third sector looked really good. You managed to then just kind of drag yourself back to Smalley, but it was literally the straights. It must have been quite frustrating at times.
Or just a lack of just pace in general in this game. I'm not really as good as I was from last game. So yeah,
So you're absolutely buzzing then, aren't you?
yeah, no, it's an honor to be on the podium. I'm really happy. Just regardless, like I said, regardless of where I finished, I would have been really, really happy with a top 5.
Yeah, no. Congratulations then on a podium. Congratulations to all of you. Fastest lap was you, Jensen. Driver of the day from the comms is on the stream. I've forgotten it. But driver of the day from me has got to be Jensen. The domination today is kind of just proved the point that he's here and he's going to be here. And if you guys want to try and stop him from making moves on Med, then you got to do a bit more than 10 minutes practice. But yeah, I think Chris will be back here on Sunday for P0. I will be back here next Wednesday, and I will see you then.
See.